Alright, I know what you're all thinking. Why is this random girl making another copy-paste video about how silksong is actually really easy and how all the struggling players just need to get good? Well, I'm not. Not exactly. Silksong is hard. Brutally hard. This is pretty well understood. Having nearly 100% completed it, and 100% completed Hollow Knight only shortly before I'm a new fan of the series, I can say with pretty strong certainty that the game is surprisingly not as brutal as I was led to believe it would be. I was led to believe that it was incredibly difficult, that everything hits incredibly hard, and that no matter what I do, I will always be suffering. And I mean, sure, there were times when I was forced to do a run back to a boss or an arena that was insanely painful, or a boss fight that it felt like I wasn't improving at no matter what I tried. Some of these moments even had me frustrated to the point of tears. So believe me, I know what it's like to suffer with the game's difficulty. But with that said, I feel like I should highlight something that I did notice almost immediately. Even though I was getting further in the game and the enemies and bosses were getting more and more challenging, I was getting better. The enemies felt easier and the bosses sometimes felt like complete pushovers. Not because they were, but because I was getting better. Yeah, there are massive increases in strength and incredible new abilities that you can find throughout the game. But, at least in my playthrough, I found that those weren't my biggest increase in strength. My largest increase came from a very simple source: experience. Playing the game. The experience that I gained and the muscle memory that I built were the biggest thing that I felt like increased my strength while playing. I was more and more able to do tasks that I originally viewed as nearly impossible. Not because the game made it easier or the task itself was easier, but because I improved. When I felt like I should give up or like I could not complete the task that I was faced with, what I tried to do was do something else. Step aside from what I was currently doing and focus on another part of the game. And if I wasn't in the headspace for that, I would just set the game down for an hour, half an hour, some amount of time, and pick it back up. Trust me, it helps. It's the same technique I would use back when I played modded Celeste more often, because that too demands a lot from the player, demanded a lot from me. And sometimes that too pushed me to tears and even panic attacks. But honestly, the tactic of just taking a break works. You feel like you're improving, you're growing, because you aren't pushing yourself past your own limits so far to the point where you can't handle it. And that's where my opinion here comes from. It's a position of someone who's experienced the suffering and the struggle and the difficulty and has pushed through it. To go back to what I wanted to say with this rant is that the game Silksong is hard, but I don't think that that gives anyone a major reason to view it negatively. Now, of course, there are some reasons why someone may not be able to handle the difficulty, be it accessibility or just not enjoying super incredibly difficult gameplay and wanting a more casual experience while still getting to experience the game, and that I understand. But if your only complaint with the difficulty is that it's difficult and you are bad at it, I think it's something that you will get better at. The more you put in the effort to get better, and you will be able to accomplish whatever task you're struggling with. If anything, the lessons in perseverance that you can learn by doing that can apply to other parts of your lives as well. So, if you're struggling, take a break. Come back to it. Don't give up. It may be difficult, but it's not impossible. Anyways, y'all have a good one. See you next time. Oh, and I know this is a short one, but if you stuck around all the way to the end, thank you. And if you like it, subscribe if you want more, and bye-bye.